Brandon, open the show. Go.
All right, so here we are at Mission Square and in the Mid-State Fair in Paso Robles. The Crush, we got Adam and Jeremy. This is a fun afternoon here, nice and cool. It's been a lovely day.
Just enough time for me to chew my manchego. Thank you so much. You got a job. You're hired, brother.
All right, I got another gig now.
What if I went over to Pacific Wine Service, like, grab that hose, pull that pump, come on.
Brandon's like, all right, man, drain that tank, Adam, do a pump over.
Yeah.
Jump in there, dig it out.
We're talking about Pacific Wine Services. It's very unique today, what we're doing, because what Brandon actually does is very unique. I don't know if this is unique. We do the same thing every day. But Brandon, I mean, you know, he's making wine for all these different people. So it's like, think about this for a minute, Adam. I mean, you're a winemaker. You make wine for one guy, your boss.
Yeah.
Right? He's got 30 bosses.
Yeah, in essence, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he's got his boss. This Silverhawk label is fantastic. Are we staying with Silverhawk on this one?
Yeah, so this is going to be our Red Cuvée 2018.
All right.
So it's, again, Willow Creek this year. In 2018, we got all of our fruit from the Onyx Vineyard, Onyx Wineries Vineyard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Jeff
this
Strakas, we know Jeff.
Yeah.
This has got a little raspberry jam on it.
Oh, yeah. So this
like this.
This is done really nicely. So I have to give a shout-out. This was actually done by Craig Reed. He was the previous winemaker at Pacific Wine Services.
I was just going to say,
and
you
now
just read my mind.
now he's at Castoro.
What's he doing that?
He's a winemaker.
He's
He's
making
a winemaker there.
He's a part of the
He's
team.
what? He's one of the winemakers there?
Yeah.
He's worked with Tom Myers over there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude, they are cranking out some
So
juice
Craig
over
Reed.
there,
So
man.
I knew
They got
Craig
a few
Reed.
guys.
I knew Craig Reed back in the Martin and Wyrick days because Cynthia Reed, his mom, was the woman who hired me at Vinoteca.
Oh,
that was his
we
mom's
shared a bottle
place.
with Craig Reed back at Vinoteca years later.
No, but we shared a bottle with Craig Reed at Pacific Wine Services when we did a show there. Remember, we drank the Moscato. He had this Moscato that was like legendary.
That's right.
And it used to be under the Martin and Wyrick label. Then when that fizzled away, he did it again under his own label. And
You still got pictures
Yeah.
on your phone from that show?
I mean, shoot, I got 41,000 pictures.
You take so many
That's
pictures.
why when the guy was here going like, oh my God, I never thought I'd have 1,000 pictures on my phone. I'm like, dude, try 40. 1,000, like I wish.
So, yeah, this is great. So, talk a little bit about this wine. Where does the fruit come from?
So again, like I said, this is in the 18 vintage. Everything came from the Onyx Winery Vineyard.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the red cuvee, so red blend, more Grenache, Syrah, Mourvèdre. You know, kind of that typical Paso style.
Yeah, we should have pulled these
it's a
reds
little-
out. It's a little chilled.
It's a little
I love
cold,
it.
but
But, I mean, it's nice, but it's just a little chilled. I want this thing to open up and warm up with just a little bit, but, man, it's got a great nose on it, man.
oh yeah, no, it's nice
job,
light
Craig.
red fruit, and it's got a good body to it, good structure, good finish. I mean, that's what I wouldn't expect anything less from them.
Yeah, it's a fun wine. There's a lot of good fruit on this wine, and it's really approachable. Like, you know, I could see a pair with whatever you want, but love drinking it on its
How
own.
do we buy your wines on the Hawk label?
So we have a website, silverhawkvineyards.com, and you can join the wine club. You can purchase any of the wines that are
How do we
available.
taste it? Do you guys do appointments? or-
You would probably just have to call the Pacific Wine Services because we are Silverhawk. It's our label. So if you just call us at Pacific Wine Services, we can then set up a schedule and taste you through.
Do you get to do dinners and stuff? Like, you know, that's the fun part of being a winemaker, right?
Not yet. I did enjoy that when I was at Sexton. I was involved in that, and I actually really love it. You know, a lot of winemakers think, you know, kind of maybe not, but I absolutely love it. I love talking with the people.
still
Well,
got
these are all your fans, man. I mean, how
Yeah,
do you not
exactly.
want to be in front of the people that love you?
Exactly.
And they just want to ask you questions, and
They already love your wine, and you see the reaction when they taste it, and it just
How is it distribution? How are people learning about Silverhawk? Besides being on the Cork Dorks, of course.
well, right now it's just the website, just putting out ads. I've been contacting a couple of the local restaurants, trying to get on the wine lists, things like that. Just trying to start the name getting out there. But otherwise, we're really not in any markets or anything like that right now. It's very small quantities.
Where did the name come from? Silverhawk sounds like a name like I wonder if I've heard of it already. Like it's got like some familiarity, but I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Well, the owners, they loved Silver Oak.
Oh, okay.
And so they wanted to kind of mimic
There you
that.
go. What's cooler than an oak? A hawk.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
you go. Cool.
I mean, Paso has plenty of red-tailed hawks.
yeah,
and-
totally. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Love the logo. I mean, you got these silk screen bottles.
Yeah,
At least for
Peltier.
the rosé.
Look at that.
Peltier
That's
does the
damn sexy.
job here in Paso. It's
Pelletieri glass, yeah.
great-
Pelletieri,
great
yeah,
job.
that's what they
Yeah.
say. I forget the winery calls himself Pelletieri, but the glass company calls himself Pelletieri.
Yeah. And they're doing silkscreen, of course. That's what we're talking about. This is awesome. So, any other wines on the horizon for you? I mean, do we have discussions about that for the Silverhawk label?
Yeah, so actually talking with the owners this year, they want to get a little more serious and produce quite a few more cases. But what we've kind of realized is that you want a good Chardonnay. So we're going to work probably on 2 different Chardonnays, one Chablis style, no malolactic fermentation, nice light, crisp acidity, but then also do a barrel fermented one that it's your buttery, oaky Chardonnay.
It's popular, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who doesn't love it? You call it Reserve, and everyone loves it.
It's like, you go to a burger place and you're like, you're always going to get a vanilla shake.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
got to always have a vanilla shake or a strawberry shake,
Exactly. And then also, Paso is coming up known now for Cabernet Sauvignon, and so we're going to look into getting probably about 5 to 7 tons of that, do some Syrah, some Petit Verdot, and kind of just bring it back to the main focus and do a couple of fun, Cabernet 100%, maybe a blend 50-50 of a Cab and Syrah.
Maybe a skin contact Peak Pool Blanc.
Yeah, I mean,
Who knows?
yeah.
We're talking to Brandon Carlisle. He's the winemaker over here at Pacific Wine Services, Silverhawk. That's his label as well that he makes for. This guy went to school. He's an accountant. That's what he went to school for. Now he's making wine.
That's the
I would say
winemaking
that's a
bug.
win, man.
Well, hey, I mean, I would say so in my.
I don't want to bash accountants, but holy cow! I mean, you think about sitting in an office, running a calculator or a software program.
You're married,
versus,
right?
Being
Yeah.
in a
So his wife
hoses and-
gets to marry a winemaker and have their taxes done.
Hey!
Hey,
Win-win.
exactly.
Oh
Win-win.
my gosh, I got to get your number. Actually, I have some really good write-off questions.
All right.
So, what do you want to make? What is there a variety that you haven't made yet, or is there one that you made but you want to play with more?
The one that I want to do the most is I absolutely fell in love again when I had a co-firmed Syrah with Viognier. About 5 to 7% of Viognier. It just rounds out that varietal so much because Syrah is so heavy, but also it just adds something more to it that I can't really explain. But it's what I always want to strive for and get.
So if your boss came to you tomorrow and said, Brandon, what do you want to do? That's what you would
That's
say.
what I want to do. Because actually in 2020, when I said that's what I want to do,
Where do you think? Where's the fruit coming from?
I got some fruit from Adelaide District,
Okay.
right across from Halter Ranch. Can't really say the vineyard name. They asked me not to divulge
That's
that
what- you don't have to say
information.
You
that.
said enough right
I
there.
really, I kind of have an idea of what you're talking about.
So,
but I mean,
so that's where I got my Syrah for last year, and I mean it's tasting amazing right now in barrel.
pretty
and-
sure it's a vineyard that's known pretty well for Syrah.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
good.
not bad. You know what pairs wine with this well? What pairs well with this wine is because and Jeremy was right. He called it. And I said it wasn't. I didn't see it happening in the forecast, but that paracord smell, like that wet asphalt.
Yeah,
Oh, that
kind
wet
of-
concrete. That
I
fresh
love
rain.
that smell.
we're getting a
And
little
I
bit
think
of that right now
It almost
with this little
pairs.
drizzle
It
that's
almost
going
pairs well
on.
with the wine. I've been smelling it the last 5 minutes, and I love it with the wine. It's interesting.
It's funny because sometimes I'll smell wines, and we get that, especially if it comes out of a concrete egg. I feel like some of that minerality that really jumps out of the
I
glass.
love that. Yeah,
It's really kind of fun, isn't it? All right, we got Brandon here. He's the winemaker, Pacific Wine Services, pacificwineservices.com. We're going to taste some of your clients' wines now,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So, what do we got coming up here? We got a cow.
So we have a Lions Peak Cabernet. She's her vineyard is 100% organic.
Now I'm confused. Do you want us to like these wines as much as yours,
Yeah,
or
he made
not?
them. He
No,
made them.
I want you to like them as much as our wines.
Okay, very good. I know.
It still reflects on me
I
when
know. I'm
if
just
you don't
joking
like
around.
these wines.
I know. I'm kidding with you.
All right, we'll talk about those wines coming up. Stick around, more from the fair. It's the Crush 92.5 live.